I'm gonna share a little story with y'all. So I'm at work, and I'm not big on solicitation or anything like that because you just never know what people have going on. People just be trying to get money out of you and all these types of things. But the phase that I'm in right now in life is you have to give in order to receive, and whatever it is that you're giving, whether that's good or bad, that's what you will reap. And so I'm always trying to give from my heart, not from my mind. And so a young lady came in the store today, and at first I was like, I'm not about to do this, but I will hear her out. So I was like, okay. So she comes in, and she's very like soft spoken, and I could tell that she was a genuine spirit. I'm like an empath in this realm, and so I can feel energies. I can feel the intentions. You can say what you want to say. I'm usually not wrong, and that's not a bluff, but that's besides the point. She comes in and she has like these keychains, these air fresheners, just little small things, and she has this bucket filled with it. And she spoke softly, and she was just asking me like, hey, would you like to support? I'm trying to sell these items to help my mom. And at first I was like, okay, it's for her mom, and it's not for her. And so I'm like, okay, well, how much is it? I was like, honestly, I don't know if I have any cash on me like that, but I will check. I have cash, but it was bigger bills. So I'm like, you know what? All right, God, lead me. If it's meant, if I got a $5 bill, I'll do this. And so I was like, well, what is it for? What is the cost? And she said, well, it's for my mom. She has diabetes, and we don't have enough money to get her the insulin that she needs. And I was like, man, that hits home. I said, my mom's a diabetic as well. And a few years back, she actually had to have some surgeries. She was like, oh my gosh, well, how is she? And I was like, she's doing well now. Hold that thought. She was like, oh my gosh, well, what's her name? I was like, her name's Gwen. And she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna pray with her, with my mom for you. Even though she's doing good, I'm still gonna send up a prayer for her. I was like, well, I appreciate that. I was like, and so I ended up having I was like, so how much is it? She was like, these are 8, these are 5, or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, here you go. And I was like, you know what? I don't want the actual, thing or whatever. Let's just pay it forward. Give it to the next person that you come across. And she was like, no, I want to be fair. I want you to have something. And I was like, okay, I won't steal your blessing for me or whatever. And so I went and got like a little lanyard. It was like a Stitch lanyard, which was really cute because I love Stitch. It was ironic. And it was just cool interacting and realizing that you never know what the next person is going through. Who knows? Like, yes, it was only $5, but that $5 could have been that extra hope that she needed to push through. And at the end of it all, I was like, what's your name, by the way? She was like, Mary. She was like, actually, both me and my mom's name is Mary. I was like, well, that's ironic. My mom's middle name is Marie. She was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. And I could just tell that made a difference in her life. And I say all of that to share just because that's the life that I'm living. I'm living intentionally. I'm living on purpose. I'm living for those small moments like that. Like, I know that my purpose here on earth is to literally uplift, encourage, and I aspire to inspire others through my soul for a will to live again. Just letting people know that no matter what it is that you're going through in life, like, if I can get through the things that I've overcome, anybody can get through it. I always have challenges. Every day is a challenge. But guess what? It's also a gift because God woke me up. Yahweh woke me up. The Most High woke me up. And you just have to dig deep within yourself and ask yourself, what have I did for somebody else lately? What have I did to lend a helping hand and not really seeking anything in return? When was the last time I picked up the phone and just checked in on an old friend or old classmate, or checked in on a family member who maybe has been quiet and hasn't really been, too out there lately. It's the small things, and that's what I'm learning in life, is realizing, but also remaining humble through it all, and just knowing that you can do anything in this world. You just gotta stay focused, keep your mind on it. But outside of that, everything else is great. Like, be headed to St. Louis. I'm gonna try to make sure I get some footage for y'all. This will be my third time going up there. And I think I'm prepared more than ever. I'm ready. My mind is so clear. I'm not worried. There's so many times in my life where I was just stressed or worried or strapped, subconsciously, not even knowing it. But now I'm in a whole different phase where it's like, even a stuffy nose can't stop me. Like, seriously, because I'm grateful, I'm happy. I'm at a place in life where everything just makes sense. I'm not questioning anything because I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and I know what I have access to. And so with that being said, I'm hyped. I might not sound hyped, but I'm hyped. Because this season, y'all gonna witness it. This season, everything is changing for me. And I'm gonna keep speaking it, I'm gonna keep proclaiming it, because you know what? Every day I wake up, every time my feet touch the ground, it's nothing but wealth, prosperity, abundance. And it's gonna be, not too long from now where, I click on something and it's just like, I don't even have to work no more. I don't have to trade my time for money. And I just literally get up and decide what I want to do with my time. Like, imagine this. This is the last thing I'm going to say. Just imagine, right? You wake up one day and you eliminate money out of the equation. How does your life look? Who are you then? What are you, and what do you stand for? What is your character like? Because when you X out money out of the equation completely, most times, most people are left with just a shell, because they live their entire life chasing the dollar bill. See me? That ain't my story. I am actively chasing generational wealth to create a lifestyle, which lifestyle is time and money, and being able to then go back into the community and create something massive. So I'm excited for my future. That's all I got for y'all for the moment. I'm appreciating y'all for tuning in every single day, staying locked in, subscribing. Everything is down below that you need to subscribe, all of that. Thumbs up, I always appreciate that. Leave some comments, any topics, any concerns, anything that, maybe you want to talk about, and I'll vocalize it. And we're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep this thing popping. You already know who it is. Life with Bernay. Another one. No, I'm just kidding. That's DJ Khaled for sure. I ain't no copyright. Just joking. It was all a joke.